What's going on, YouTube? This Mack Attack 215 back at y'all with another one. Well, it's an unfortunate one on this case. Y'all read the title. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm experiencing trans issues, and there's a chance the trans could be bad. I might need to get another trans. So far, what I'm experiencing is it was a few times where the transmission literally like bung in the gear, like from fourth going into fifth. And then also it's a bit of a rough shift coming out of first gear as well. Shift's kind of hard. Now, I didn't experience a lot of this until I got the trans tune. My guess is maybe the trans tune is a little too aggressive for the car, whereas you know, causing issues, you know, and that can very well be the case, which that's pretty much what I'm hoping is the issue, that you know, the tune is the issue and not so much the transmission being an issue. So now what I'm about to do is, because I got the Diablo hooked up right now, as you can see, is on and everything, but I'm gonna try to put this stock trans tune back on here because I'm still at work. I'm fresh off work, fresh off the clock. But on the way to work, I was driving it in manual. I drove it all the way to work in manual mode. It shifted fine. It was no, it didn't drop a gear, it didn't move up a gear. It, you know, everything pretty much was crisp. It went into every gear that I put it in all the way to work. So I'm like, okay, you know, I was thinking maybe like, you know, that's what made me think more so the tune. Cause I'm like, if it was an issue with the trans, I would have experienced it, you know, shifting it on my own. Something would have, you know, not did what I was commanding it to do with shifting. So, as I said, I'm about to put this stock trans tune back on here, see if that fixes the issue. I'm gonna drive it home, and I'm hoping and praying that that's the problem, so that way I can just, you know, reach back out to J Green Racing and just tell them to redo the trans tune, send me another one, you know, because I'm experiencing problems, and get that handled like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm doing. So I'm coming back down here, go to tuning. Saying please wait, getting vehicle information. Okay, tune vehicle, or custom tuning, I guess. Install tune, delete tune. Let me see what we got in here. If PCM, okay, so that's the tune that I have on here now. This is what it wasn't showing before. When I went to custom tune, it said that it wasn't anything in here. So this is the custom tune that was that's on the car now. I'm gonna go back, exit out, and go to the tune vehicle and see if I can access modify stock tune, transmission tunes. Okay, modify stock tune. So I'm gonna go into, I guess, modify stock tune, because the performance tune was causing issues as well. I didn't like how it was, it had me downshifting. Like when I would slow down, or if I was I had to slow down really quick, it would like drop like 3 gears, and the car would just, you know, the rev, you know, crazy to like 3,000 or 4,000 RPM. And I'm like, nah, I know that gotta be issues, you know, it dropping gears like that and causing problems, you know, trying to brake, basically using the transmission to brake. I didn't like that. I'd rather use my brakes to slow down, you know, less strain on the trains, and I'll just replace brakes if need. But yeah, Diablo 291 modify stock tune. I'll come here, put the modify stock tune back on. These way getting customization data. Would you like to change modification? Keep. Start tuning this parameters, speed limit, rev limit, cold air, target fan. So my thing is, let me go back. This is for the engine. Why can't I'm wondering, can I? So it's not looking like I can keep a custom engine tune and go back to stock trans tune. Modify stock tune. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of that performance tune that comes on this Diablo, because I'm just not liking it. But I would like to only modify the transmission tune, so it's not looking like I can really do that. That's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna probably have to look more into this before I do this. For the time being, I may have to just drive it in stick, or I noticed too, when I also put the car in street mode, because I can put it in the track, street, and sport mode, but when I put it in street mode, it calms the shifting down as well, where it shifts a lot smoother. But the thing is, I did experience that slippage that seemed to be in street mode as well. Is when I put eco, I even went into eco mode, and who's calling me? My mom. She's gonna have to wait. Sorry, mom. But yeah, even when I went into eco mode, it still slipped. It still experienced the slippage and banging. It literally bung into gear. Like it jerked the whole car and everything going into gear. So but yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely look into this a little bit more as to how I can put my transmission tune back and just pretty much keep my custom engine tune, because that's what I want to do without changing everything back. I don't want to lose my engine tune, but I want to go back to the custom transmission. I want to go back to the stock transmission tune. So let me play around with something. I'm coming right back to y'all. Just hold your horses. Okay, I'm back. I seen that there is an option where you can delete a tune. So it is a wipe the screen, look like it's a little blurry, but yeah, it is an option where you can delete tune. So I'm gonna go to delete tune, not the engine tune. I'm going to come over to the transmission tune, the TCM. I'm going to select that, delete custom tune, TCM, yeah, that's what I want to do. Take it off. Custom tune successfully deleted. Okay, continue. Okay, so that's off of here. I'm hoping it was just as easy as doing that. So I'm gonna go to custom tuning, install tune, and see what we got going on there, just to make sure. So we just got the engine tune, custom engine tune, and there is no transmission tune, as you can see. So I'm hoping that causes it to go back to stock with that. And I'm going to test drive the car. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this, come all out of here. You know, that's the regular screen, home screen for that. Disconnect all this stuff here, and I'm going to take it for a ride and see if it pretty much went back to a default mode, you know. So that's where I'm at with it. Hopefully that fixes it, that causes it to ride smooth, and then so that I don't have to pay for a trans. I really don't want to have to go and get a new trans or go through warranty or whatever the case is, but if I have to, then so be it. It is what it is. Amina has to continue to run because this is my only car at the moment. You know, this is my daily, so she has to continue to run. Can't be without my car. So yeah, I'm gonna take y'all along for the test drive, and so that y'all can see how it's running, what's going on, and we can take it from there. Right there, it just did it. It just did it. Did a little, that wasn't the hard one that I was talking about, but it's slipping. As you can see, it is slipping at that point. That's the second time it did it since I've been driving so far. It seems like probably going into, I think I didn't count the gears. I'll look back at it and probably count the gears, but at that point is you know, going into whatever gear that is, whether it's 3 and a 4 or 4 and a 5th, it does a little spike, and then it goes into the next gear. So that's a bit of a slip, you know. So I was hoping that kind of went away with me putting this default tune back on here, but it's not looking so good so far. Yeah, Now, as I was driving, I noticed on like hard deceleration, like if I'm getting on the brakes and then I try to get back on the gas, that's where I
New
experienced...
text message from Bobby.
Okay, baby, you're gonna have to wait. But that's where I'm experiencing the bangs and stuff like that, as it seems like the trans can't go from slowing down to picking back up pretty good at all, so it seems like that's pretty much what's going on at this point. It's more so the trans on its way out, being on its way out, than it is the tune, because the tune is off and it's still doing it. Did the tune cause it? Who knows? It's up. It might have just been on his way out, whatever. I'm not going to solely just place that blame on the tune. I just didn't start experiencing it until I put the tune on there, but it could have been something that, simultaneously at the same time, crazy coincidence that it just, happened when I put the tune on, so it's like I said, it's unfortunate. I want to put another transmission in here. Yet no, I'd rather put that money towards mods. Like I said, I'm still sitting on stuff I just didn't put on the car yet. I'd rather get that stuff installed rather than have to put money towards the transmission. But it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. Like I said before, this is my only vehicle, so I have to keep this car running. So it's a bummer, but what can I say? Shit happens. As a vehicle, as a machine, shit break, shit fucks up, especially when you're running it hard and doing all kinds of craziness in it. That's what happens. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I said, at this time, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell so that you're getting all these videos exactly when I'm putting it up soon, every time I'm putting it up. And that pretty much sums it up, and I'm gonna get at y'all in the next one.